Hello, people of YouTube who still subscribe to me, even though I haven't put a movie up in about a year. I apologize. It's due to iMovie and its lackluster interface that is not user-friendly whatsoever. So, I'm going to make this movie a one-shot deal. Not that it's a one-shot as in it's going to end after this video. It's just going to be one continuous shot. And I'm not going to throw any editing, music, whatever, just to save time and frustration. So, once again, I apologize for not being online as much as I should. And in this video, I'm going to do a review of the Neo Geo X Gold Limited Edition. And here's the back of the box for those of you that care to actually see it. So, I got this for Christmas of 2012. Being last year, I don't want to say last year because it feels like it was yesterday. This is the system itself, or is it? This is actually the docking station for the system. Inside holds the actual system itself, which is the handheld, the Neo Geo X. The X Gold itself is the limited edition packaging that would come with the docking station, the joystick, the handheld, and all the plugs and cables and all that just to play it on your TV. I'll get to that in a second. Right now I'm going to talk about the handheld, the Neo Geo X. It's got your basic buttons and controls on the front. You got your joystick, which is a little bit clicky if you haven't noticed. It's not as loud as you would think when you're actually playing a game and you have the sound going. It kind of tunes itself out. And if you're like me and you get into a game, you just tune everything out. So, like I said, you got your main buttons there, your joystick, your start and menu button here. You got the speakers underneath it, which are fairly loud. On the top here, you got your HDMI out, your AV out, and your USB, which is going to be the power source that's going to charge your system. You got the shoulder buttons here, which I'll explain once I actually boot up the system. On the right hand side, you got your SD slot and your power source, or your on and off switch. The SD slot is going to hold, for the moment, your copy of Ninja Masters that comes with the limited edition. Now right now, this is the only game they have in SD format, or physical format I should say, and it only comes with the limited edition. They may release it on its own, there's no news of it as of yet. All I know is, when you get it, you don't get a case. You get an SD card case thing, little blister pack going on there, so that's kind of lame, but, you know, it is what it is. I hope they don't release them all like that, because then that's going to be complete BS. You're going to have little SD cards laying all over the place and you're going to lose them. It comes with 20 preset games in it. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention on the back, you got your SNK logo and the smooth rubber grip. The grip itself, like I said, pretty smooth. It's nice. It comes with 20 preset games. The games being 3 Count Bout, Fatal Fury, League of Bowling, Puzzled, Alpha Mission 2, Fatal Fury Special, Magician Lord, Real Bout, Fatal Fury Special, Art of Fighting, King of Fighters 95, Metal Slug, Samurai Showdown 2, Baseball Stars 2, King of the Monsters, Mutation Nation, Super Sidekicks, Soccer, Cyberlip, Last Resort, NAM 1975, and World Heroes Perfect. Now, like I'm saying, this is a pretty good little system. It's about the same size as a PSP. I will hold up the PSP so you can actually see it. About the same size. About the same length. I think this, the Neo Geo is a little bit longer. About the same width. I'm pretty sure the screen size is the same size. And I don't really have that many problems with this as a whole, other than it doesn't have the ability for a wrist strap. If you get into the more button mash heavy and joystick wiggling heavy games like 3 Count Bout or King of the Monsters, you may drop this in the heat of battle and then there goes your money and your system. But all in all, it's a good system as a handheld on its own. Getting into the docking station right here, which is modeled to look like the original Neo Geo AES system. It's a pretty cool little idea, actually. It's got your menu button on the top, which is really touch sensitive, well, not touch sensitive. You actually have to like really press just to get into the menu, so that's kind of a downer. In the front you have your USB ports for the joystick. You got your open slot, so you can open this up and put in the X. And you have your power on and off switch. On the back here, you have the HDMI, the AV out, and the power plug. This is a neat little thing. I like it. I mean, it's cool to just show off as a display piece as well as play onto your TV. Like I said, the menu button itself is really, you gotta press just to activate it. But other than that, I don't really have any problems with this. This is your means to charge the handheld for the meantime. It's the only way you can do it with the limited edition Next Gold. They are going to be releasing the handheld on its own, so we may get a charger separately sold. I don't know what their plans are for that as far as doing that. But you do, like I said, have an option to plug in the right USB port to charge it. And I know certain phones have that type of USB to do so. It does come with your fight stick, joystick, arcade stick, or whatever you want to call it. This is as also clicky, like the little handheld. Got your 4 buttons and start and select. All in all, this is a pretty solid little thing. Pretty lightweight, so it's not overbearingly heavy when you're playing it, so you don't have it like, cutting off the circulation to your legs. The only problem I've had with it is when I'm playing World Heroes Perfect. It is slightly laggy, and the only reason I say that it's the joystick that's slightly laggy is because it's not the HDMI, because other games are alright. So, I don't know with any other fighters. I haven't played any real fighters on the TV. Actually, I have. It was Real Bout Fatal Fury Special I played to just test out why it's so laggy. So, it may be the cord, maybe the game, I don't know. When I play World Heroes on here, there's no lag whatsoever, so I'm guessing it's just this. But other than that, it's a solid little thing. Doesn't really do anything other than its main purpose, and it's pretty cool. It's USB compatible, so if you have a fight emulator on your computer, you can probably use it for that. I wouldn't see why not. For all you people out there that play Mugen and whatnot. The box set does come with the AV out, the HDMI and the AV. Where are those plugs? There they are. Here's the HDMI. It is a mini HDMI. So, that's the first time I've ever seen that. I didn't even know they came mini. And you have your AV plugs. If you can do HDMI, if you have an HD TV, I wouldn't see why most people wouldn't have it, but there are people that don't have it. Stick with the HDMI, because this thing is a friggin' nightmare. It has crap sound, and it makes everything blend together, or bleed together, I should say. It's very overly saturated when you're playing a game. Like, if you see reds in it, there's going to be a lot of red. Like, if it's a line of red, it's going to be a blob line of red. Like, if somebody took a magic marker and just... that's your line of red. So, stick with this if you can. Also, you don't need all this to play it on your TV. If you can get a mini HDMI and hook it up to your TV, more power to you, because it just plugs into the top there, and if it's long enough, you could use this as a controller and just watch it on your TV. No biggie. But those of us that like the arcade stick feel and all that, pick this up. It's a pretty cool little system. It's $199.99 on its own. Well, not on its own, with the limited edition. And it comes with the 20 preset games as well as Ninja Masters. I'm going to show you the handheld in action on its own right now. So bear with the crap camera and glare. Takes a little bit to boot up, but give it its problem. Just bear with it. It's got 20 preset games in it. So here's the main screen, nothing too flashy, gets right to the point. The first thing, it's going to be the SD card, which has Ninja Masters in it. You can back out of there, and then you can scroll through the 20 preset games that you have built in all the way up to your SD card back there. So I'm going to start things off with Metal Slug, because everybody and their grandmother knows Metal Slug. It's nothing too foreign to anybody who's ever played an arcade game. So it's got a pretty decent sound to it. It may sound crappy coming from this video, because, you know, I'm sorry, what was the name of that game?
Metal Slug.
Oh, okay. So, I'm going to start it up here. Each game will have this kind of intro like the arcades used to that shows you how to play the game, because it doesn't come with a manual for each individual game that's built into this. So, if you've never played them, these will help you out. So I'm going to play this backwards and hope I can display this as well as I can. Now say you're playing this and you think it's too loud, you can lower the volume, and it's going to pause the game while you're lowering the volume, which I think is a pretty cool little feature so it doesn't screw up everything. But say you want to pause the game as a whole, you're going to hit your R1 or R2 buttons up here. So you're going to have to break any habits you have of pressing start to actually pause this game. And your L1 and L2, those are going to change it from widescreen to the original letterbox format, so if you want to get that old school arcade feel in the palm of your hand, there you go. I personally prefer widescreen just because the black bars drive me nuts. Go back to your menu, hit the menu button. It's going to give you the option to play or just go to the menu. Click that. Doesn't take too long to actually go back. Doesn't go through the booting up process or anything. So, all in all, this is a pretty sweet little system. I don't have that many complaints about it other than what I've told you. From what I hear from people, it doesn't stand up to the original Neo Geo, which honestly I wouldn't know because I never owned the original. I've only played the arcade games, and these seem pretty solid compared to the arcade games. And all in all, I'm pleased with it. If you're a fan of old school gaming and you like the look of the system itself without paying the $600 just to get it, because even on eBay, those things are still going up for 600 and change, as well as the games going for 200 like they were back in the day. So, $200 for 21 games in a system, that's essentially 2 systems in one. Not a bad price. Any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment box below. And other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. I might do more reviews if you guys enjoyed this enough. Let me know what you think. And there goes my screensaver. So yeah, let me know what you think. See you later.